Flash, flash, flash. But why? Why should we use flashes today in the studio? Hello everyone, my name is Alex Silva and today I wanted to talk to you about flashes. There are so many different flashes, from really basic, really small basic flashes, or the flashes that come integrated in your camera, or small but kinda powerful flashes, to a bit more powerful, actually some of the most powerful flashes in the market, and from recognized camera makers or from third party. And not only flashes themselves, but also triggers. But why are we going to use them? And if you have seen my work before, well, you know I like and actually love to use flash, but that was not always the case. When I started photography, most of the time I shot with natural light, and getting close to a window or getting outdoors and things like that. But that meant I missed many opportunities to make the image. Why? Well, it was very simple. You cannot shoot like that at night. Or you cannot make a nice portrait or things like that. There are quite a few limitations. That's how I then learned how to use continuous light, which is great. Actually, I'm using continuous light right now in order to light the video or the set for this video. However, you cannot always use continuous light when it comes to photography, and there are some effects that you cannot use, that you cannot do with continuous light. So it does have its limitations, it does have its advantages, and I'm going to talk about that in a future video. And actually I already have a post about that. But anyway, at some point I started using flash, but always putting the flash on top of the camera and using it in automatic mode, to be honest. And I think many people start like that. We start illuminating our subject head on, straight to their faces, pretty much like this. And this works, don't get me wrong. There are many people around who will tell you, no, this is wrong, you should never do that. Yes, this can work, and this can give you great results in some cases. So let's see, why do we use flash? Well, there are many reasons for this, but I can simplify them into the following. One, whenever we need to fill some shadows with light, yes, flashes are great, and actually on-camera flashes are great just for that. Of course, they have their limitations, but in many cases, the direct flash from the camera on top of the camera can be good to fill in some shadows with light. We're talking about situations when we have the source of light straight in front of us, but also the subject is there. So sometimes if we try and shoot the image, we only get a silhouette, but we want to balance the light that's coming from the environment but also illuminate the subject. Yes, we can use light for we can use flash for those situations. There are some other situations in which we want to take the flash out of the camera. That is called off-camera flash. And in essence, that is going to give us more creative control over our image. And when it comes to that, having more creative control, you can get into mostly three different categories. Whether it is you want to make a balanced image, which is similar to our first problem, we want to fill in shadows, but in a more sophisticated way, or you want to make a low-key image in which most of the image is dark and only our subject is lit, or you want to make a high-key image in which most of the image is overexposed and we barely see, and we not barely, but we mostly see our subject, and in a really white or really bright environment. Of course, I'm generalizing here, but those are the main uses for Flash. These are not the only ones, but those are the, I would say, main categories for using this. Of course, you can make a mixture of all these. You can make an image which has some overexposed portions while you have underexposed portions of the image to make a really high contrast image and make it look way more interesting and creative. And you can also use that, you do that with Flash. You can do it as well with continuous light. However, I have found in my personal experience that as you learn to use flashes, it is easier to do either one of those kinds of images easier with a flash than it is with continuous light. Of course, it's my opinion. If you find an easy way for you to create low-key or high-key or balanced images with continuous light, go for it. I will be very interested in listening or reading how you did it. But in the meantime, this is just a brief explanation of why we use flashes, and in a future series of videos I'm going to try and explain the specifics of how to use these particular flashes, because you saw me unboxing all these babies, and I'm going to explain exactly how all of these are used, how they are configured with the gear that I have here, and how we can use, or not only how you can use these flashes not only with gear like mine, but also gear like yours. And many of these can be used with pretty much any brand. I'm going to leave it at that. I have another set of videos just for that, for Flash, and then where I'm going to explain exactly how these things are configured, how you can configure many other flashes, and so you can understand the basics of it, and you can of course enjoy the process of creating great, creative, interesting images using Flash. I really hope I helped you understand why we use flashes. If you like this video, of course, push the like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel because you want to get more information like this, of course, hit the subscribe button. If you prefer to read the blog post, hit the go and subscribe to the weekly newsletter. If you'd like to leave a comment and keep the conversation going, yes, go down, to the bottom of the video and leave a comment below. And please remember to keep learning and keep shooting.